I was born in Kansas City, Missouri, and went into the service when World War II came and never really went back because I had that happy opportunity of life to live any place I wanted to. And I'd been to Evergreen with my mother and twin brother in 1934. And we stayed down in Cub Creek, and it was tough to find a house here. There was just no housing available. But I did find a nice house and very happy there. Raised our kids there. Carol and I had an interesting history together. We both moved here within about 4 months of each other. We used to say we were destined to be together. We both were widowed. She was widowed quite a bit before I was. My previous wife, Mary Lou, got very, very sick, and the Mount Evans people helped me with that, showed me how to take care of her. It's just an amazing organization. So I've kind of grown with it because my previous wife and then Carol, and she started in 2017 with Mount Evans. She had 3 long-term illnesses. She transitioned into hospice, and I was concerned because that's a scary name, hospice. But it was explained to us that hospice was to treat the patient's comfort level and well-being rather than to cure anything because she was incurable. At that time, she got a nurse by the name of Julie Nelson. And I'll tell you, Julie just treated us like we were kings and queens.
From minute one, I walked in and felt like these were folks I had known forever. It was a gift, and she did great. In the process, I had the privilege of getting to know the family. A couple years later, Carol was in need of hospice care.
It was kind of a perfect storm happening. At the time that Carol was getting toward the end of her life, I was having some real difficulties of my own. I had been lifting hers for so often, from bed to wheelchair, wheelchair to toilet, back and forth, that I got a hernia. And at 97, they would not operate on me. So they did it manually. And if you want to have some pain in your life, that was the toughest I've ever had. So I was recovering from that. And then I got, because I'd been in the hospital, I got pneumonia, COVID, and I already had COPD all at the same time.
When the need arose for him to have some home health services, there was no question. I got to be his nurse.
Carol was in her last couple of weeks. We knew that she was dying. I was useless. I couldn't help at all. I wouldn't know, frankly, how I would have gotten along watching my wife I so dearly loved going through what she was without having Mount Evans help. It is not a pleasant time of anybody's life, but it's a necessary part, and so why don't you do it the right way? Mount Evans and their hospice group know how to help not just the patient, but the family.
That's my favorite thing about home care in any capacity. It's not the care I give, it's when I can empower family members to be able to give that kind of care.
This mountain area of Colorado, so fortunate to have them, and we need to support them.